That's what they do in the newscasts.
Is that what they do in the newscast?
You get your papers ready? Get your papers ready. It's in my face. Yeah. You get it?
I got it.
So what does that mean?
Breaking. I got a story.
I got a story.
I got a story.
I got a story.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear your story.
Okay. So. Anticlimactic.
So. Yes.
So I had a birthday and I got old. And then I had a song that I posted on Facebook because it was my anthem for the day.
Yep.
And it's a Frank Turner song. He's a UK guy who I love. And he's a great kick in the ass all the time. And the song has a great line. And this goes to something you were talking about the other day.
I thought it was this my birthday and I can cry if I want to. I thought that was your anthem.
It's going to be today now. Fuck you. Or no, what's my saying? Fuck it to you.
Fuck you. I'm just kidding.
But I can cry if I want. Well, I have been crying if I not, and I don't want to. I just have been.
Fuck. She bang.
I've been crying. I've been crying a lot. Fuck my head. Anyway, so the song is Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Eesh.
Photosynthesis.
And?
Photos. Holy cow. That swim. We went for a swim.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, messed me up. And I didn't, and you're like, well, I'm like, I'm fine. And then I passed out in the chair on the lawn.
Yeah, you did. And I was wondering if this was even going to happen today, but
But we're here.
We're here
I don't
doing
know.
it, yeah.
I don't know if I can focus enough, but we're going to try.
I
So,
guess fine.
so the song is Photosynthesis. So that's why I was doing it like that, because I can't say it just off the cuff.
I know the word.
But it says, well, I'll read the first verse because I don't think we can play the song. So it's, well, I guess I should confess that I'm starting to get old. The latest music fads all passed me by and left me cold. All the kids, you, are talking slang, and I won't pretend to understand. That's why I say, what does that mean? All my friends are getting married, mortgages, and pension plans. And it's obvious my angry adolescent days are done. That's not true, though. I'm still angry and adolescent. And I'm happy and settled in the person I've become. Yeah, disputable. But that doesn't mean I'm settled. This isn't the verse I wanted to read.
What the?
It's still, I mean, that's still a good verse.
I'm
but
9 years old. I'm still angry. I'm a little boy that's angry. And wait, the fuck, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry. Next one. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm a little angry boy.
well, it's still a good verse, but it's not leading up to what I'm going to talk about here.
Wait a second. Yeah.
With the papers.
Okay. What was the right one?
Anyway, but the chorus of it is, and I won't sit down, I won't shut up, most of all, I won't grow up. That's my birthday thing. But so the second verse is, oh, maturity is a wrapped up package deal, so it seems. And what the hell? Oh, that was notifications.
Anyways, continue. What just happened?
I got texts.
Oh.
Maturity is a wrapped up package deal, so it seems, and ditching teenage fantasy means ditching all your dreams. All your friends and peers and families solemnly tell you will have to grow up being an adult, be bored and unfulfilled. Or when no one's yet explained to me exactly what's so great about slaving 50 years away on something that you hate. Look, I'm meekly shuffling down the path of mediocrity. Well, if that's your road, then take it. But it's not the road for me. See?
You got a couple years.
Thanks, Dylan. That's what you take from that.
Then it's pension plans. No, I'm kidding.
No, but we were talking about like being stuck at a place and all this stuff, and like that's fine for people who want and are okay with that. Like that's okay.
They would rather be comfortable and secure than take a chance and go for. Is it a fair assessment to say that nobody wants to be working in like a retail store forever?
I don't know. Some people enjoy it. Some people. Well, I think it depends on what your goals are and where your ceiling is, right?
It's true.
Like, that's one of the things that which has held me back is because I've always been like, I want more out of life. But when I say that to certain people, it's almost like insulting them. And I feel bad. Yeah. And I feel bad because I'm like, well, I'm not saying what you want is bad. It's just I want more. And then, but even just
In a
saying
different way.
more
Yeah.
means that they want less, which isn't, for me, it's less, but for them, it might not. For them, it might be the cap. It might be their doing music and having a podcast.
And
right?
the other
It
thing
might-
too, where we live in Victoria, 20 years ago, if you had the job we had, you would be at a more comfortable spot in your life. 20
True.
years ago.
True.
So, and a lot of the people we work with have maybe not necessarily 20 years, but have been working there a long time, and they've got stuff like a house, a car, and that's what that's what you needed.
Right.
Me, myself, where I'm at, being 25, I've worked there for 5 years. In the city I live in, I'm never ever going to get a house that way. It's not going to happen.
Right. You can't
I
achieve
need
things.
to strive for more if I want, even what they're at right now. I don't ever want to see a cap on myself, but so maybe it's not
fulfillment.
Just
That's called the cap.
exactly.
Fulfillment.
And like, so I'm where they are, but I don't have close to what they have. So that's
Right.
maybe that's another kick in the ass where I'm just like, you know what, like,
Well,
a government pension is something, but it's not like I'm not living in a 1-bedroom apartment for the rest of my life just so that I can spend the last 20 years of my life in that 1-bedroom apartment and just not work.
well, maybe you should meditate. That leads me into my next thought, which is funny because meditating is thoughts and. Okay, so one thing I've started is meditating. Well, not started. I did it a couple of years ago. I started, and then I stopped for a long time. And then a year ago, I got like a year plan because it was on deal, and I'm like, sweet, I'm gonna do it for a year because I did it a couple times. It is helpful, and it really is great. And every time I do it, I feel better.
Yep.
I feel like I can sort my mind out, calm down a little bit, chill out, So I'm a proponent of thinking that it's a good thing, right? And then I came across this article on Pocket. Do you know what Pocket is?
Nope.
Pocket's like a thing you can put on your computer and on your phones, and then it also sends you articles. It's a
App?
It's in kind of an well, I don't know if it's an app. Do they have an app of it? Probably, but it's like a integrated thing that, so if you're on a website, you can hit
It's a widget.
maybe yeah. It's so if you're on a website or there's an article,
It's like an add-on that helps.
You can hit Pocket and it saves it to your Pocket.
Yeah, I would call it a widget over.
And then like I can download all those Pocket articles onto my Kobo or onto my phone, so I can open them anywhere and read them.
Not shitting, and not. So it's basically like a bookmark.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Except it's a
Universal.
It's a bookmark that has its own book.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it bookmarks it, but it puts it all in one place.
That's cool.
So it's kind of handy, yeah. But what they do also is based on what you've checked off as interests and stuff. They'll send you emails and be like,
You might be interested in this.
Pocket articles today, and then you'll see. So anyway, I found this on Pocket, and oddly enough, I was interested.
They figured it out. They got the algorithm down right. For
Algorithm.
The algorithm.
Algae rhythm.
Yeah, algae rhythm.
Algae rhythm. We were in the ocean today. Algae rhythm.
That was salty, yeah.
I love the salt. I love it.
You love
Except for those warm spots. I didn't want to tell you, but it just meant a bunch of seals pissed right there when it was a warm spot.
That's not what it means.
No.
I was like, really? Because my mouth was open the whole time. But I mean, it is the ocean, so
Oh, you're definitely sucking in a bunch of nasty, who knows what.
it's probably good for you.
But it's better than the lake because that's just stagnant bird shit.
That's
This is
true.
like
fermenting bird shit.
salty bird shit, so it's been cured.
East fresh, yeah. East fresh bird shit.
It's
Yeah.
pickled bird shit.
It's the delicacy of the ocean. Yeah. If you're gonna have feces in your mouth, you might as well have ocean feces,
Pickled feces.
pickled feces, because that manhole shit is just the worst.
Pickled. So the thing is, I was like, yeah, so meditation's good. It helps you deal with your mind, deal with how you're going through things and sorting shit out, right? But this article, it's from The Guardian, and it was written by
Tom Ciezo.
Ronald Purser.
Ronald Purser.
So, and it was written on 14th of June, 2019. So yeah, everyone go read this article from The Guardian. The Mindfulness Conspiracy. This thing blew my head off.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I'm like, whatever. Okay, well, this is interesting. Let's check this out. I've got all these pages and I got highlights over. Oh damn! Oh my goodness! Oh, we're gonna read through all that. No,
Crazy with a highlighter. Damn.
I'm not gonna read through all of it. But so what he's kind of saying here is mindfulness. How we've done it in North America now is like it's more just like a self-help, like deal with your shit. But so people are kind of touting it as this guy quotes it as saying potential to ignite the universal global renaissance. And he proclaims it may actually be the only promise the species and the planet have for making it through the next couple hundred years. Okay, that's pretty. But then,
all right.
But anything that offers success in our unjust society without trying to change it is not revolutionary. It just helps people cope. In fact, it could also be making things worse. Instead of encouraging radical action, mindfulness says the causes of suffering are disproportionately inside us, not in the political and economic frameworks that shape how we live. It's magical thinking on steroids. So, if I meditate a lot, I can be like, life's okay, everything's great, I'm good at the store, my job's fine, and it keeps me copacetic.
Grounded?
But falsely, because that's not where I really want to be.
You're just making peace with it.
It makes me cope with how it is instead of actually radically changing my
the
life,
way
right?
It is, yeah.
So it made me think, like I was reading this and I was like, holy cow, like it's great to help yourself calm and everything, but it's like,
don't trick yourself into false security.
it's tricking everyone to be like,
False sense of security, yeah.
not security, but saying like, you're the problem. It's not that life's too expensive. It's not that you're spending money on internet and fucking TV and phones that's bankrupting you.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people leave Best Buy with these huge TVs.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I don't have a TV. So it's like, I'm like, when do they watch these things?
I have
And how
two.
how much do you pay for them? It boggles my mind.
For the TV or for the cable?
Well, the TV and then the cable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, but once you got a TV, you got a TV for a while. They last. And then you just pay for, and you can get one for like $500.
The big, huge ones?
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be 4K, but.
So he says here, the fundamental message of the mindfulness movement is that the underlying cause of dissatisfaction and distress is in our heads. So if you said that, you said, it's in my head that I'm not happy with my job.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with that? Like
If I just told myself that it's in my head that I'm not
Yeah,
happy,
yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
actually not happy.
right.
No, I would
Right.
not be okay with that.
So that's what this is saying, is basically telling people that things are in your head, everything's okay. You just have to calm yourself down and accept it, right?
So you disagree with this article?
No, I agree with it.
Oh, he's talking about like the step out. Like,
Well, he's saying that that's what the mindfulness, what everyone's saying about it. They call it like the mindfulness revolution, or the mindfulness like thing.
okay. That thing.
What do you
Yeah.
call it? Like when something's like, oh, everyone's about that now.
Oh, bandwagon?
Well, let's call it that, sure. Bandwagon.
Sure.
So here, mindfulness advocates, perhaps unwittingly, providing. Oh my God. Mindfulness advocates. Fuck.
I think you're going to lose. Yeah.
Starting over. Mindfulness advocates, it's people
Yeah.
who advocate. I was changing the word. Perhaps unwittingly are providing support for the status quo, rather than discussing how attention is monetized and manipulated by corporations such as Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Apple. Blah blah blah.
True. Yeah.
See, it's crazy. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, you can literally just fritter your time.
Fritter. Ooh, I like.
You could fritter your time away, and next thing you know, you're 80, and you're just like, ah, shit. Maybe I should have done something when I was a young buck. You know,
Well,
maybe
yeah,
I should
and
have
that-
shot for the stars.
and
Not
that's why I
just
think-
happy.
And that's why I think this is it. Like meditation, I do think it can help you, but
If you're doing it in the right way.
I do think it is dangerous how he's saying, because if you're just like, it's my brain, I'm stressed out because I'm not taking care of myself, which can be true, but that doesn't mean that there are, what he's saying, he says in other spots in here too, he's not saying that it's bad. He's just saying that if it disguises that there are other economic and social things that are actually causing the stresses, and you don't deal with those things, then it's not good.
It's counterproductive.
It's so like, if me who doesn't want to be at the store forever and who wants to pursue other things and has other ambitions and all this stuff, if I started meditating and doing all this mindfulness thing and being like, oh, everything's fine, everything's okay, and if those things happen, cool, that's fine, it's all good, and I meditate, and even though it's a kind of not a full version of it, because it only takes part of the Buddhist and Zen traditions, but then I would be like, okay, everything's good, I'm good at the store, and then in 20 years I'll still have not done anything because I wouldn't have taken a drastic change.
Nobody gets anywhere without a nice swift kick in the ass, or like the jump. Like, you have to jump, right? And if you lull yourself into I still like it's false sense of security, because it's you're secure. Where we're at right now, we're secure enough that we're not begging for coins on this corner of the street. We're secure enough. We can treat ourselves once in a very damn blue moon, but we can. And then we have a roof over our head, and I can watch my fucking stupid ass cable shows, and I can go on Facebook and say, hey, Pops, how's it going? And then here's a selfie. And that's my life. I just summed it up right there. How depressing is that? That's fucking depressing as fuck. So, yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, here.
I don't want to lull myself to make myself think that that's okay. You know?
I only got a couple more quotes from the article here, but then we can just totally randomly chat. But so this is what he says.
Continue.
with what you just said there. He's like, mindfulness is easily co-opted and reduced. So that's what he's saying. It's not a bad thing. It's just that the way it's being presented now is kind of like, it's reduced to merely pacifying feelings of anxiety and disquiet at the individual level, rather than seeking to challenge the social, political, and economic inequalities that cause such distress.
Yep.
So it's like taking a Tylenol and not realizing why you have a headache.
Yep.
And and it's like you sleep in a chair and your head falls over, and
you gotta wake up with a neck cramp.
Yeah. which is what I did.
You just did. Yeah.
Anyway, and there's some other great quotes in it. But anyway, people should read this article, because it's really quite.
It's quite the riveting read. Hit him with the title one more time, and where.
The title: The Mindfulness Conspiracy. It's from The Guardian.
There it is.
Written by Ronald Purser.
So basically, layman term for somebody simple like me, like a simpleton.
Are you calling me smart?
Maybe. Maybe by contrast there. Contrast? Is that the right word?
Yeah, by contrast, not by actual definition.
Because I'm stupid, that means I guess you're smart. But if I was comparing you to somebody else, then no, you'd be just as dumb. It's basically like how it's being presented in a state of, which a lot of people I know do that sort of, it's fine, I'm happy here, and you can go on and on and on and like kick yourself in the ass about wanting to do this or wanting to do that and stress out, or you could just be happy with the life you're living right now. And you know what, I understand how some people have to do that way, because they just they can't live in a stressful situation. Like I think everybody at some point of their lives, everybody's stressed at some sort of sense in their life.
Oh yeah.
And then they either do that, they either just say, fuck it, I'm gonna be content with what I got, or I'm not gonna be content, but I'm gonna let it push me. And then some people can't kind of have it kind of level in their head, where if the stress is there and they're like, well, I want to better myself, that's why I'm stressed out, but it's just things aren't working, and then they just get more stress and more stress and more stress, and then they just freak out, and then which it sucks. But I mean, going for stuff that you want to go for, especially if they're on the higher part of the ladder,
like difficulty,
difficult career choices, difficult dreams, wants, whatever. If you're at this point where you're going for something that's big and difficult, and you weren't fed with a silver spoon, and you don't have all these connections and stuff like that, which a lot of people have, and they're like, oh, well, I did it, why can't you do it? Yeah, because my dad's not Johnny fucking Rocket, and he didn't just fucking cotter my ass into this fucking industry and fucking give me.
Cotter?
I don't know.
Cotter my ass. What is that?
Cauterize my ass. He didn't fucking he didn't sew my ass together. Yeah, I don't know, but he didn't shove me into the industry and just like have all these connections. It's like I came from a an average, maybe below average, even kind of level household where I had two hardworking parents, and it was kind of like, hey, well, they took very good care of me. They brought me up. I'm the person I am today. I'm still alive, and I got a good head on my shoulders, I like to think. And now it's like, hey, Bambi, you're kicked out of the nest. Bambi's kicked out of the nest. That makes no damn sense.
Bambi's gone.
Now get the fuck out and do your own thing.
Don't get shot or run across the road.
And they're always there for help, but it's like, okay, now you're on your own. Yeah. And it's harder and it's stressful.
I feel exactly the same way.
You got to make your own connections. You got to make your own, and it's so there's certain people that can be like, yo, I did it myself, and there is those people, but there's also people that just say, it's like, oh, people that are stressing out about this stuff, they just, I don't know, they're not business savvy or whatever.
Well, and that's
like, no, fuck you.
And that's what I mean. I feel like the people who do stress a little bit are more of the people who want, and I don't like saying this, who want more, like, or just have more interests or something. Like I would love to just have work be what my hobbies are, and then my free time be free time, because it seems like all my free time is pursuing hobbies that I want to become work
career, and
then I don't actually have the free time, like the free time where people just lay on the beach and go
rock a
swimming,
Corona, or I don't know anything because I just see commercials.
Like I'm like,
what is free time?
I'm like, I don't have time for that. Like I don't like if I'm doing that on my free time, I'm like, I'm wasting time because I need to do my other stuff so I can get out of work.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
And so like I have a friend who goes to work and then his free time is just free time, and I'm like, oh wow, how relaxing that would be.
Like, well, no shit. And then, like, I mean, technically, like, we just said we went for like a swim. It was like a half-hour swim, but that wasn't even free time. That was just like, okay, I'm jumping in some cold water because we're gonna do the hard reset on ourselves because we're both stressed and just not stressed, but stressed, I guess. But we're just.
I'm totally.
I guess I'm stressed.
Out of my head, stressed.
But it's just life is stressful, and you can either let it butt fuck you, or you can just say, hey, I'm not dropping the soap today, life.
Those are the only two choices.
Fuck off, life. The soap is in my hands. Yeah, you can come back tomorrow and see if I drop it, but not today. So.
But yeah, anyway, I thought it was really interesting because like how Frank Turner is talking here, like people say he's like, I don't know what's so great about slaving 50 years at something that you hate, right? Mm-hmm. And then that thing saying like just mindfulness and being okay with things and being chill, which chill is a huge thing on the island here.
Yeah.
Calm down, man. We live in a beautiful place. It's like, yeah, this beautiful place is like
a beautiful jail cell.
Got a lead blanket on me that's making me like feel retired even though I'm working.
Yeah. What is this, Florida? So wait, I just want to confirm one more time.
Okay.
So that guy was not for meditating yourself into a state of happiness. He was saying that, hey, nothing wrong with being like having like some solutions to help fight your stress, but don't let it mess up what you want in your dreams. Is that what he's saying, kind of? Is he like the next level above it?
Well, what he's saying is that the mindfulness, revolutionary, I guess that they were calling it, but like popularity of like, there's a couple of people that kind of kicked it off in North America, right?
Yeah.
And what he's saying is that they're presenting it and marketing it in a certain way, and all the corporations are gobbling it up, but not in the way that meditation, quote unquote, is used. Like there's, okay, you're gonna make me read another quote.
All right, another quote coming.
Okay, just gotta find it. Mindfulness is nothing more. So that's the thing, they call it mindfulness here. Mm-hmm. Mindfulness is nothing more than basic concentration training. Although derived from Buddhism, it's been stripped of the teachings on ethics that accompanied it. Okay, so he talks about like how that is different, and then he says, there it is. Mindfulness programs do not ask executives to examine how their managerial decisions and corporate policies have institutionalized greed, ill will, and delusion. Instead, the practice is being sold to executives as a way to de-stress, improve productivity and focus, and bounce back from working 80-hour weeks. See, that's the difference. That's the problem. People aren't using it as a way to commune with life. They're using it as like a
Coping.
As a coping and as a like an energy drink and as a how can I do more of what I like? It's
How can I do the most? How can I get the most out of my body, out of my spirit, and out of my energy? How can I get the most out of me?
How can I be okay with this job I actually do hate?
Yeah,
because I have a job, so that's good. Instead of being like, I do hate my job, I need to accept that, and maybe I should find a new one.
That would make me happy. Yeah,
it might be hard, but
and then it also comes into
so that's what the problem he's saying it is.
And it also comes into the balance of life, because there's got to be both types of people. There's the people that have to be dreamers and do the things that, are the fun jobs, I guess. And then, we need people managing and doing all that sort of shitty stuff, or else society as we know it would crumble. We need both those. We need compliant people, and we need dreamers.
But we don't need people working 80-hour weeks. We don't need, people think we need it, but we don't. We would
Sorry.
Okay.
The 80-hour week thing, that's kind of too far. We could probably chop that up and give people decent wages and this, that, the other thing, and
well, let's just say
make it better for their mental health anyways.
Facebook, Google, all that stuff. Like if it was doing half of it was that it does, we'd still be like, holy shit, like look at what we can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like think of 10 years ago, we were like, wow. And now it's just like more and more, faster, more and more, faster. What's new?
Crank it out.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's just a race constantly. It's like, slow down. So anyway, he's kind of talking about that. And it made me think of the movie 1984 too, which I've never seen.
Movie 1984?
Yeah, but I've known quotes. You've never heard of it? George Orwell? It's a book too.
I think I've heard of it. I think I've heard reference of it. I don't know. I know I haven't seen it.
Anyway, I should watch it. I should read it. Then we'll talk about it.
Oh, is that the movie where the society's all fucked up? Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know that. But, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool watch. I think my buddy Colin was actually talking about that movie.
I could see him talking about it.
Yeah. Seems like the guy. Cool.
Big Brother's watching you. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 makes 4. If that is granted, all else follows. I don't know why I read that one, because it was next.
What are you looking at right now?
Quotes from it.
Oh. Is that where there's that one guy who's the leader of everybody? He's he wants everybody to be happy and shit like that. And
I haven't watched it.
I might be mixing it up, but I think I only know I know I only know references from shit like this because of Simpsons and Family Guy. And then I hear of movies and I'm like, oh, I know of something like that. Oh yeah, they kind of reference that in Family Guy or Simpsons. So they must have been what they were referencing it from.
It's referenced
consistently
all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's like shit from It's Coming True, and it's like the whole thing
scary
of the government watching and
Big
knowing
Brother,
everything and yeah. So it and so then I was talking to my therapist and oh, he got a cold.
I'm getting a cold, but I can't answer it right now.
Cold. So I was talking to my therapist and I was like, I'm feeling crazy. Like I can't sort things out and all this stuff. And then I was like, then it dawned on me, it's like, maybe I've actually woken up. Maybe I'm out of the matrix right now. And
hey man, yeah, maybe you meditated yourself into thinking that things were okay, and now you're finally.
I didn't do that because I wasn't meditating, but
I
banged my head into thinking. I meditated myself into thinking things were okay, and now I banged my head out of it.
Out of it, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
maybe. Well, that's the thing. Like I'm like, I feel crazy, but maybe everyone else is crazy, and I'm actually seeing things clearly because I'm terrified all the time.
I just. There's been so many, and people get in your head and say so many things, and it's you know what, you ultimately gotta, it's a pretty people say this all the time too, it's a pretty cheesy thing, but it's you just gotta follow what you want to do. There's like I said, if there is only one life that we have, I kind of believe in past lives, but maybe not. But if it's one life, you might as well fucking go for Splash Mountain. You have one ticket at Disneyland. Go for the big ride. Don't go for the fucking carousel with your little niece and just sit there and be like, yeah, go for the big one. Go for the fun one.
Go be terrified.
Go be terrified. Go have fun. Damn it, have fun on Splash Mountain. Don't go on the fucking little.
But I'm terrified of
Wibbly
Splash
wop
Mountain.
ride. Yeah.
I don't like water or fast things.
I've
or
never
heights.
left Canada and I've never been to Disneyland. I've only dreamed of it. But see, why can't I go to Disneyland? Why can I want to go to Disneyland, man.
I've been to Disneyland a few times.
Well,
Never wanted to go.
What? I want to go.
I never wanted to go, and then I went.
First thing I'm doing is jumping on Pluto's shoulders. That's what I wanted to do when I was a little kid, I think.
I took a guy there
Probably too big to do
that
that.
was visiting, and he's like, I want to fucking see Mickey Mouse, man. I want to see fucking Mickey Mouse. He was like, yeah, he was an adult, right? And Mickey Mouse come by, he's like, yeah, you go there. He's like, he didn't smile at me, the fucker. It was really,
And you're just like, geez. Yeah.
it was hilarious. He's like, I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna fucking punch Mickey Mouse.
Well, that's what happens. Yo, man, the way it looks like I'm going to be that guy in 10 years. I'm going to be beating the shit out of Pluto because I just want Pluto to smile at me. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be destroyed. I want to go to Disneyland, man. I want to go to Disneyland.
I've been on Splash Mountain.
I haven't been on any of it.
I used to work at a magazine, and we used to always get comp. We just call me like, "Where's the magazine? We need 3 tickets."
And they just give it to you? Damn, perks. Yeah. I've been to the PNE and Vancouver.
I don't know if I've been there.
That's not Disneyland.
No,
it's like
not.
a step up from Luxton, which is just a fair. That's a fair here.
But speaking of the other lives you're saying, remember I was saying there were crows following me the other day?
Oh yeah.
And we looked that up.
Yep.
I really like that. I like crows now.
You like crows?
Yeah.
Because
it's like, oh, things are changing, things are good. It's like maybe my mom from the past life is kind of being like, yo,
what's up?
It's all good. Things are flipping.
Things are flipping.
Things are going good. So yeah, I wrote it out, and they're like tricksters and stuff, but some of the positive things of crows. So if you have crows following you, you could be undergoing huge transformation.
Physical or mentally. You could be going into bigger, better things.
Well, no, yeah, like it says here, are you stopping your personal abundance, whether it be health, personal, or wealth, due to fear and anxiety? The crow's mysticism and magic can aid you in your quest. The crow's medicine is a reminder that you are on the verge of manifesting whatever you have been creating in your mind. And God knows I'm trying to create new shit in my mind.
Manifest, bro.
So
manifest destiny.
Yeah, you're feeling strong creative surge and do not know how to bring it to the surface. We're trying. And balancing your life, fucking sorting it out. I like it. I like crows now. You know what? It makes me want to watch that movie, The Crow. Do you remember that?
That's with Brendan Lee.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he got shot in the movie.
Yeah.
It was weird, in the movie. Eh? Yeah. It was supposed to be a fake bullet, but it was a real bullet or something. And it went.
Yeah, the fake bullet would have bounced off him. Fake bullet? Like you're supposed to be a blank, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant, a blank. Yeah, fake bullet. All right, these are fakes. Yeah, they only lodge like halfway into your chest. They don't penetrate you.
They don't blow up. They're Nerf bullets.
They're just big yellow things. Pew pew. I got them. Yeah. The effects budget was pretty low on this movie.
We'll just erase that out on the video.
Post production. Yeah. That's too funny. No, okay, no. Yeah, blanks. We're supposed to be a blank.
Fake bullets.
Fucking fake bullets, bro.
But yeah, like that's kind of I want to watch it and maybe I'll understand the movie better now.
Is it about crows?
It's about he's dead in the movie, which is the really fucked up thing.
Oh.
He was
Jesus, I never seen it.
I think it was like, he died or was part of he was murdered or something. And then his girlfriend what the fuck was it? Maybe his girlfriend was murdered.
Somebody was murdered and then he was murdered. Oh, and he's like talking.
Oh yeah. So
crows?
Beaten and raped. So scene where the crime where that's what I jump in on.
Yeah, you just kind of mumble over beaten and raped. Yeah.
Shelley Webster had been beaten and raped, and her fiance Eric David then died on the street outside, having been stabbed, shot, and thrown out the window. The couple were married the following day on Halloween. Following day.
Huh?
I mean the previous day.
Jesus.
As he leaves for the hospital with Shelley, Albert meets a young girl, Sarah. Anyway, then anyway, I think they died, and yeah.
That's fun.
Then a crow taps on the gravestone, and then he like climbs out of the grave, and then he becomes this like vigilante crow guy that I don't know if he's going after the murderers or what. I can't remember, but yeah. So it's like the crows are like from the past life, which is what I read or found out about, which I didn't really know when I saw the movie years ago. 94. Holy cow, that's old. 1994 that movie came out, but so now knowing that, it might be even more interesting. And then the point that like that he died in it,
and how did they finish it?
He's playing a guy who's dead.
Yo, that's like the fourth wall being broken. No, not even. Is that meta? That's not even meta.
That might be the epitome of meta.
Yeah, just the meta-iest meta thing ever. Like, oh my god. And you like, Jesus Christ, yeah, that's trip.
I wonder what Crow 2 was about then.
The Lee boys, they were live fast, die young, but they both died in weird ways.
The Lee boys? You mean him and his dad?
Yeah, the Lee boys. Yeah, they. His dad died of some sort of organ failure, which maybe I guess he did a bunch of kung fu. So if you kick something enough, it might rupture.
But he also had like stupid low body fat.
Yeah, true. He might have just maybe a mixture of things. But I remember like he was like at some dinner. And then, like, he was like, oh, I gotta go rest. And he went upstairs, and then he never woke up. Or something like that.
That was it?
Pretty much.
I call murder.
Wait, what? You
call conspiracy or whatever?
Oh, you call conspiracy, yeah. I call murder. Murder. So he's just like, what, you think he got poisoned?
Murder. I call murder. My nostrils, I gotta wash my shots.
And it's also freezing, so it's freezing on funny faces. So you look just absolutely batshit insane.
Murder. So yeah, no, maybe that doesn't seem like how he should die. So I think.
But I mean, no. I think what was it? Something maybe popped in his head or something. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but
someone gave him drugs and which popped something.
What type of acid can you pour in someone's food and it's not traceable?
I don't know. Oh. Why would I?
Just curious.
That stuff. 73, May 10th. I was born like.
That's when he died?
A month later, yeah.
Holy shit, that was a long time ago.
He collapsed during an automated dialogue replacement session. What is that?
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, he didn't go up to his hotel room like you said.
No, I think maybe he did that after. Something. I heard that he went upstairs and he took a nap and then they found him not responsive after or something like that.
He was immediately rushed to the hospital. Doctors diagnosed cerebral edema. They're able to reduce the swelling through the administration of
he didn't die from this.
The headaches, cerebral edema that occurred in the first collapse were later repeated on the day of his death. July 20th, 1973, he was in Hong Kong. At a dinner. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, see, I remember some stuff.
Worked until 4 p.m. The three went over the script. Oh my God, okay. And he went this is so detailed. Around 7:30, he went to lie down for a nap. When Lee did not come for dinner, Chow came to the apartment.
That's exactly what the motherfucker said.
I hope you have the camera on you. Just show your cockiness. Came down to the apartment, but he was unable to wake Lee up.
Hey man, I get small wins, and like, ask me like what I did yesterday. Ask me some important stuff. Ask me some certain stuff that I should know about.
That's
that I went to school
not that important
for.
what you did yesterday.
Exactly. No. I'm not saying this all together. I'm saying like 3 different subjects. Ask me what I did yesterday. Ask me something important, or ask me what I did in school and learned in school. Probably won't give you an answer. Ask me how frickin' Bruce Lee died. Sure, I can remember. I can give you the fucking pretty much the day, like the whole day it happened. I can give you the spec detail version of what happened, and that's how my brain works. I remember not stupid shit, because that's kind of, I don't want to say stupid shit.
You know, you're setting yourself up for a challenge.
Ooh, what kind of challenge?
Ooh, one if I could think of, I would implement.
But I mean, then I probably wouldn't even be able to answer it. I just know stupid shit that I can just say
randomly.
for people. Yeah, and it's just
cool.
Like, and then that's all I get. It's like, cool, Dylan, thanks. Can we get back to mowing the lawn? I don't know.
It was impressive. No, it was good because it was like at first it was like, oh no, you're wrong, and then it was like, oh no, you're right.
It happened.
Woohoo!
Anyways, yeah, sad. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a conspiracy.
So he was murdered.
He was murdered. I call murdered.
I call murder.
I call murder. Murder. Well, that was it. That's what I got. I thought you'd find that more interesting. I don't understand.
That whole thing, I do totally find that interesting.
I read too many quotes, didn't I?
No.
Kind of fucked with your head.
No, I was grasping at the concept of what it was, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I just totally agree with it. Like, it's just, that's the way I think. Because, like, I had too many people being like, yo, you should go to school for something that's, like, going to get you a good paying job. It's like, no, I'm going to go to school to learn how to point and shoot a camera. Ha! Take that, society. And now what? I'm working at a fucking liquor store. Yeah. And God knows what I'm doing. But
and your camera doesn't work, so
yeah,
you can't.
I fucking camera. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now my camera's not working, which fucking, that happened today. I got video of the cutest little baby fucking raccoons today, and then boom.
Yeah, that was
game
cool.
over. Yeah, whatever. At least I got something with it, but I'll just take it in the shop. I'll take it to the camera hospital and fix it up. But I mean, I've had it for 3 years, but still.
That's not very long.
That's not very long at all. What the hell? Yeah.
People have cameras for, like, they pass them down. Well, I don't know if they do for these new ones.
Yeah,
technology.
built a break. Well, that better get, because I can't afford it. I just bought a damn computer. I can't afford fucking, like I was telling you, man.
Maybe you'll get a camera with 2 fans. A gaming camera.
A gaming camera.
I wonder if there's such
just
a
got
thing.
RAM and shit. It's like, can you even upload a game? Nope. Yeah, but it can play it.
Wow, gaming cameras. Yeah, there you go.
How does that even work?
Well, I think they're probably just like for your computer or something. Oh, Canon Rebel T5i.
What? I have the T6i.
Oh, it's the 4th best gaming camera. Gamers use
Oh, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Cameras like
to stream.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there we go. So that was, well, I don't know. I thought it was really interesting. It didn't come off as interesting as I thought it would be.
No, that was awesome. That was so interesting. And I think it's one of those things where it's like, if I was going, wow, what? No way, wow, and just take away from it.
I'm going to like duplicate those, split them up, and intersperse them throughout the whole episode.
Yeah. Wow, what? So cool. Imagine just like trying to like knowledge bomb somebody, and that's all your response was. It's like, you're an asshole. You're just being sarcastic. Aren't you?
Do no way.
No way.
And do a different one.
No way. No way. Oh man, you split my head open.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna use all those. It's awesome.
Come on.
I'm totally gonna do that. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
What you're talking about is kind of a bit that I have that I'm gonna do one day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Okay, goodbye.
And salutations. Peace out. And Jamie, if you're watching.
What?
Did you hit the button already?
No.
I just wanted to name drop somebody randomly, and then if that person's like, people do it, right? It's like, hey, Jamie.
Sal. Man, I miss you, buddy.
Sal and Jamie.
Sal and Jamie.
Best couple I've ever met. All right. Boop.